Hey entrepreneurs, and welcome to the Art of Online Marketing live show. Today's topic is content distribution. So hi everyone, my name is Denise Allison and I am the owner of Strategro, and I help you grow your business with social media and live video. So most of the time on my live video, I talk about how you can create content. I encourage you to create better content, to create content consistently, and on and on and on. And it's mostly positioned around creating content to get your audience to see you as an authority, to get them to trust you, and to appreciate the knowledge that you share. And that's because creating content is one of the biggest challenges that small business owners face. It's something that they want to do and don't end up doing, and it becomes this never-ending challenge. But what if you're already creating content? What if you're already doing amazing and creating consistent content and doing all the things that I say? Then you have a new challenge, and that is getting people to actually see that content. So today's topic is getting your content seen by more people. All right, so if you're watching this video, let me know who you are, where you're watching from, and let me know if you're creating consistent content, and let me know where I can find that. And I have a couple of announcements to make. So the first one I'll share with you right now is I'm going to be doing a free lunch and learn in Halifax on February 8th. So that will be Get More Qualified Leads with live video in Halifax at Many Hats, which is above the Bedford Farmers Market, and it's a beautiful space overlooking the Bedford Basin. So if you live in the Halifax area, I definitely want you to join me for that. You're gonna get to see me like in real life and see how tall I am. I'm not actually tall, but it always surprises me when I meet people in real life that I know from the internet, and they're either taller or shorter than I know. But anyway, so the room only fits about 15 people, so I am limited on how many people can come. So if you want to come, send me a message, or I will post a link here once I'm done being live, and you can sign up there. So that is free, but I am limited at 15 people. All right, so getting your content seen by more people. So for years and years, marketers and people like me have been telling you, you got to create content. Content is the most important thing. You got to put out content consistently every week and always be sharing something valuable and insightful and educational and entertaining. But some of you might already be doing that. And in doing that, you come up with a new challenge, and that is getting your content seen. Because everyone for years have been saying, hey, you need to create this content. So we've all gone out and created all this content, but now we are in competition with all of the other content that's out there. So we need to make sure that people are seeing our content so that they can hear our message. So you want to share that content, you want to get noticed, you want to build your authority, you want to connect with your audience. But once you create that, even if you're creating the best content out there, just putting it out there doesn't mean that it's getting seen. So it doesn't end when you hit publish. That's really just the beginning of that piece of content's journey. So now we're on to the new challenge. So I'm going to share with you the three simple tips to get your content seen by more people on social media. So number one is hashtag. So are you using hashtags? Let me know if you are in the comments, or let me know if you're not. So unfortunately, a lot of my clients and the people that I interact with are not using hashtags, and that's because they still don't really understand how they work, what the point is, how the whole hashtag thing works. So what does it do for them? So basically, when you hashtag something, you are tagging your post with certain keywords, and then that makes them searchable within that social media platform. So if you hashtag something in Instagram, I can go in Instagram and search that hashtag, and your post will pop up. So why would you do such a thing, and how is that going to help you? So basically, other social media users are searching for those keywords. So they might be searching for it because they're looking to connect with friends or people with similar interests or people in their industry. They might be looking for advice on a particular topic, or they might be looking for customers with that specific problem. So I'm going to share a few examples with you to make it make a little bit more sense for you. So the first one, so let's pretend I owned a ski resort. I don't, but let's pretend. So every time I would publish a post for my ski resort, I would put hashtag snowboard, hashtag skiing, hashtag mountains, like hashtag winter sports, things like that. And that's because other people who are interested in winter sports and snowboarding and skiing are going to search for that hashtag so they can connect with other people who have that interest, see what cool things and tricks other people are doing, and just generally build up the community that way. So if I tag my ski resort posts with those hashtags, then they will see my post, and then they're going to call up all their friends and then come visit my ski resort. Well, that's the hope anyway. So number 2 is an example from me. So this one is actually me. So when I publish content, I normally hashtag it with something like social media, small business owner, entrepreneur, online marketing, those types of things. So if somebody is out there searching for more information on how they can improve those parts of their business, so if they search for hashtag social media, then my posts would pop up in the search function of whatever platform they're on, and they could learn more from me. They could come into my network, become part of my audience. I could build a relationship with them and move them on to being part of my fun audience and hopefully part of my clientele. And number 3, this one's a little bit less straightforward, and it wouldn't work in every single instance, but let me tell you the example and you'll understand a little bit more. So here's the thing. I get really seasick. So let's say, for example, I'm taking the ferry from Yarmouth to Maine, which I have done. So let's say that I took a picture of myself with some tea and some water and a pillow, and I hashtagged it something like seasick or motion sick or that kind of thing. Then somebody who might be a naturopath that specializes in motion sickness might search for that keyword and go comment on my post and say, hey, do you know what? The best solution for you would be to take ginger or whatever other advice they might give. Obviously, I'm not a naturopath, so I don't know. But you could go and you could give some tips on that, and hopefully that person begins to follow you, and you build a relationship that way. So again, it's not always going to be that obvious for number 3, because people might not know what they need, and they probably won't hashtag their specific problem all the time, but it can work for some instances. Okay, number 2 is leverage your team members. So the best part about having team members and employees is you can take advantage of their networks. So, I mean, just kidding, they obviously have a lot more value to that. But, I mean, having people on your team does make sharing your content and getting your content seen a whole lot easier. It becomes a huge benefit when it comes to getting your content out into the news feeds of more of your potential customers. So too often, I work with businesses who have a whole bunch of staff and employees, and those staff members and team members, they keep asking the owners. They said, let's get on social media, let's put more of an emphasis on Facebook, and let's get on Instagram, and let's get on Twitter. But then one is they don't really provide any help or any content ideas to help the owner do so. And the second one is they don't take an active role in making sure that that is successful. So in an ideal world, this is how it would work with your Facebook page. So you would create your Facebook page, assuming you don't already have one, or maybe you already have one. So anyway, your team members are all going to go to your Facebook page. They are going to invite all of their friends to that Facebook page. So part of the beauty of Facebook is you can invite any of your friends to any Facebook page. So I could go to your Facebook page right now and invite all of my friends. So that is a pretty good benefit to using Facebook that way. So all of your employees would go to your Facebook page, invite all of their friends, and I mean, this multiplies with the more staff you have, and it's an easy way to start building the foundation of your page. So that is always where I suggest that people start. So that's phase one. And phase two would be that your team members would share relevant content once it goes out. So something they feel is relevant with their network. So you might be giving tips, might be sharing advice or content, or you might even just be sharing a picture of all of your staff at a fundraising barbecue or something like that, and they're in that photo and they want to share the photo because they're proud of the accomplishments they've made. So don't ever force them to share. Obviously, you don't want to do that, but encourage them to share relevant posts with their network. Sometimes they don't even realize that they should be doing that or the impact that it can have to help the presence of your business. Okay, and number three is stepping up your content format. So what package are you currently delivering your content in? So I share live video every single week, and I also share some images, and I share some text, and I share a mix of different things. But I want to know what type of range you have. So is it text? Is it images? Is it infographics? Is it video? So there is a hierarchy when it comes to the type of post that you're creating on social media. So at the bottom is text. Next is links, next is images, then it's video, and then live video is here, somewhere inside of the screen. So live video is at the top. So that means there is a huge difference between publishing text and publishing live video. So that means if you're posting text only, chances are barely anybody is seeing that particular post. And I mean, I think people forgot how to read sometime around 2012 or so, it seems. So users read about 20% of the text that's on a page. And imagine when you're on Facebook or on social media and you're scrolling through and you see only text, how often do you stop to read that text? Imagine you're scrolling through and there's an image. You're more likely to stop if there is an image. So if you want to share something that is text format, which is fine. Some of us are better at writing, and some of us actually we interpret text a lot better than videos or images. So what I would suggest is add a catchy photo that is relevant to your post, that's going to make your audience stop and want to read what you have to say. So make it relevant, and the closer it is to the actual text that you have written, the better off you are. So if you were at an event and you had an image of that, and then you shared a little story about how the event went or some lessons learned from that event, that would be a great use of photos along with text. All right, so think about how you can level up your post. So if you're putting text only, add some images. If you are doing images, think about how you can add images with more people and more faces. If you're doing that, think about how you can use video to connect with your audience. And if you're already using video, think about perhaps incorporating live video into your social media strategy. Because here's the thing. You could create a post of each of those types: text, image, infographic, video, live video. And the live video would reach way more people just because of the fact that it's live. Even if it was the exact same content in all of them, the live video would perform better. And that's because, like I've said in the past, these social media sites are giving preference to live video because they want you to use live video because it keeps their users engaged for longer. So social media users watch live video for 3 times longer than regular video, and they engage with live video 10 times more than other types of content. So that means more people are seeing your post. If you get more comments and shares, more people end up seeing your post, because that's an algorithm thing. The more people engage with your post, the more people ultimately end up seeing that. So if you're creating consistent content, you're putting all that effort into creating awesome content for your audience, you want to make sure that they're seeing it, and that the right people are seeing it, and that you are having the impact that you want to have. So you're getting noticed, you're building authority, you're building relationships, and that know, like, and trust factor. So you might as well take the plunge, level up the format you are doing, and get more eyeballs on your content. Okay, so there we have it. The 3 ways to get more people to see your content is hashtags, leverage your team members' networks, and number 3, level up your content format. So if you are in the HRM area near Halifax, just a reminder that I will be doing a live lunch and learn, real and in the flesh, and we can drink coffee together. And so that will be on February 8th at noon, and that's at Many Hats above the Bedford Farmers Market. So I will share a link here down there where you can go sign up, or you can send me a message if you want to join. And just a reminder that places are limited. The room can only fit about 15 people, so I will need to cap it there, and it'll be first come, first serve basis, but attendance is free, but make sure you RSVP. And for those who have asked, I will be doing another online e-lunch and learn, get more qualified leads with live video in February. So stick around and stay tuned to learn how you can learn more about that event soon. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me today. I go live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Atlantic, and right after I click finish here, I'm going to pack my bags and I'm headed to the Bahamas for a work conference for a few days. So everyone have a great week, and I'll see you again next week at 10 a.m. Bye, everyone.